Hey guys, welcome to Love, Life, and Politics, where I talk about love, life, and mostly politics. Per usual, links in the descriptions below to all the people that I follow and keep up with, as well as my subscribe star if you want to support the channel. Anyways, major things that have happened this week, only two. The election continues, or counting of the election continues, and alt tech is growing hella fast because of Fox. All right, let's talk about it. So the U.S. election is continuing. Trump is continuing to press charges. Lawsuits are happening in multiple different states. More evidence and more affidavits continue to come out. I have made the active decision to not really watch that many things. All right, I'm going to be real honest with you. I don't want to get my hopes up. I have faith that the right thing will happen, but I also have faith and understanding that the bad people out here are very good at what they do, and they've been doing it for a while. And the fact that virtually every major industry in our country seems to be supporting not doing investigations all of a sudden after doing investigations for 3 years on Trump, completely baseless. And we actually have hardcore evidence of weird things happening for this election. But listen, I don't want to get my hopes up, so I haven't been watching super hard, really in depth to it like I have with many other election and political type things. So all I know is moves are being made and lawsuits are going out, and Trump is winning in certain aspects and other aspects not winning. And I would love to talk more about it and be more informative, but I'm just stressing, and to decrease my stress from it, I'm just not watching it heavily. Heard some good things in terms of some vote. Actually, that does have to do with the election. I think it was Wisconsin. A county was there's two people who were there to either certify or not certify the votes. They said they were not going to certify them because clearly some weird stuff is going on, and then their families got threatened and people started attacking them, not physically, but saying that they were going to come after them, come after their families, blah 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 blah. And they then said they were going to do it if there was a recount, and then they took it back and also pointed out they rescinded their certifications and listed the reason for them not. The reason for them rescinding it is because they were coerced or forced and threatened to certifying them in the first place. So, yes, that happened, and that's a win for him. Apparently, there's recounts right now, and they're trying to change in Pennsylvania. They're trying to essentially change the recount procedure because they think, because they know it's going to end up benefiting Trump. So that's pretty sketchy stuff going on there. Georgia, multiple counties are looking a little weird. Nevada, haven't heard too much about me. I know there's some stuff going on there, but I haven't really focused too much on that because, again, like I said, I'm not being obsessive over it because I don't want to get too stressed out, okay? I'm trying to live a good life. Regardless of what happens, the Lord's going to come back. Regardless of what happens, my job as a Christian, as a man, is to spread the word, be a good guy, benefit the people around me, and I don't want to be super dragged down and obsessed and phased by what's going on right now, okay? There's malarkey. I think the election was cheated, or they definitely cheated to get to the point that they're at right now. Now, is it cheating enough that it would have affected Trump winning or not? I definitely think so, but it's up to the courts, And I hope that people get charged for this. I hope that there's evidence. Now, I hope that the people who are orchestrating the cheating get exposed, and it gets, it gets handled with. So something like this never happens again to any presidential election. Anyways, and then now, because of that, some true colors have come out. So Fox has been under a lot of fire, okay? Because on election night, they were calling states before anybody else was calling states, and the votes were not counted, and conservatives were not happy about that. This is supposed to be their channel, a channel that's actually fair to them and isn't essentially calling them racist, sexist, bigot, homophobes, and all that. And then they just started, when it came to all this, factual stuff coming out about at least voter irregularities, okay, in the election. They were not reporting on it at all. They were cutting people off. One of the guy who hosted the first debate, dang, forgot his name. Don't like him. Cut off Kayleigh McEnany when their press conference was coming out and they were laying out their case essentially to the American people. I was like, yeah, okay. We starting to see how y'all operating, and you can tell. So conservatives are like, nah, bump this. We're not gonna have this happen. So Twitter is essentially people at Parler. If you guys have, definitely check out Parler. I need to put my link down in the description below as well. But Parler, new alt tech. It's kind of like, yes, it's essentially a Twitter copycat, but sticks to the actual ideals of at least our country. I don't think this is even based in our country, of freedom of speech. You're allowed to post things that are not illegal. Like you're allowed to post what you think regardless of what it is that you're thinking. Okay. And there's no hate speech like police trying to tell you and dictate to you what this is, what that is. It's free exchange of ideas as long as it's not, going into the illegal. Okay. Things that are obscene or illegal, like Section 230 states a company like that should be operating, so that has been happening a lot. A lot of people are leaving Fox and going to OAN is one big one that they're going to. And dang, what was the other one? I forgot what the other one was, but they're ditching Fox. Their ratings dropped by like 50% between like last week and this week, and it's starting to show. If your fan base, if your viewers are people who are looking for something different from everybody else who is essentially saying they're horrible people all the time and not giving them a voice, saying that they shouldn't even be allowed to speak the thoughts that they have, even though that half the country believes in this thing, or these ideals and ideas, you messed up on something good. Yeah, if you've got a fan base and they're good people, they've been with you, they've been faithful, they've been growing, and then you betray them in such a fashion. And I can understand that, okay, if the case is just people just throwing out absolutely wild theories and you didn't want to entertain that, like Biden himself was running into these things and he himself was like taking votes. But okay, understood. But when you have governors, you have House representatives, you have senators, you have election officials, you have all these people coming out saying, hey, yo, something don't smell good about this. And you won't have them on and you won't talk about it. And you're supposed to be the conservative side, the one that's supposed to be, all right, this is what's really happening. You don't deserve people watching like that. Stay consistent. And I mean, I'm not, and it's more of a company. The company is doing that. And because the personalities they seem to be 100. Those, what is her name, bro? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm failing you. I forget her name. The Hispanic girl that's on, what is her name? Either way, they essentially cut her off because she had the gall to talk about the investigations going on and what people are seeing going on with this election. Suspect. And the people who run Fox were like, yes, it worked. Essentially, they put out a tweet. Was it a tweet, or they were heard saying, oh, they did their job and Biden won. So that's why people are leaving. And alt tech, Parler, people need to get on that BitSlide, stuff like that. Places where people can actually be free and say what they think and actually exchange. Because when you force people that you disagree with to not speak, you can't challenge their ideas, and they become more obsessed with them, and they begin to get in a circle that just feeds it and makes it stronger. You're dumb. You want to expose. The best disinfectant is sunlight. I think that's what the saying goes. Anyways, that's what's been happening this week. Sorry I couldn't give you more details, and I've been slightly slacking. Just been stressed out. I really want an answer, and I know a lot of you guys out there want that too. Anyways, thank you for listening to the end. Have a blessed one. Stay safe. Oh wait, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I want this to grow. I know it's YouTube and it probably won't, but appreciate you for listening anyways. You have a blessed one. Stay safe. Good night.